Hello family. After losing my hair, before I went back and spent more money on my scalp buying expensive products, I went back to nature, and these hair tea, hair treatment and hair moisturizers have done magic to my hair. And now my hair has regrown and my bald patches are gone, and I am going to share all that with you today. Okay. Now, I welcome you all to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for coming back to watch my video again, and let's learn together. Now, I'll start with onion and garlic juice. I've talked about this in my previous videos because this juice has done miracle to my hair. It has regrown my hair, and now my bald patches are gone. And how do you prepare this juice, this onion and garlic juice? What you do is you get one big size red onion and two bulbs of garlic. Okay, after peeling you wash and then you blend. Okay, after blending you squeeze out the juice, and you can use the juice like it is without diluting, which is very effective. But if you are allergic to the reaction of the sulfur, you can add some little water on the juice, and then you apply the juice on your scalp. Okay. Now, after applying, you must massage your scalp slightly. Do not do it like you are rough on your scalp. Do it slightly so that it can get into your hair follicles. You know, sulfur helps our hair to grow. It stimulates the hair follicles for the hair to grow. Okay. Now, after the massage, you put on a cap, maybe a polythene cap, and you sit like that for around 20 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on whether there is any inching, because most people are allergic to, okay, they tend to react, the sulfur tend to react on their scalp, especially if you know normally scratch your scalp. Sulfur must react on your scalp. You feel some reactions. Okay, now when you start feeling that, remove the cap and wash your hair. And this time you must wash your hair with the shampoo, because sulfur and onion has a very strong odor. Okay, now if you don't wash it with the shampoo, the smell will not go away. So you have to wash your hair with the shampoo and later moisturize your hair. Make sure you moisturize. I normally emphasize on moisturizing your hair because moisturizing helps our hair strands. Okay, our hair gets shiny and our hair becomes strong. Now, after doing that, you can moisturize your hair and now let your hair dry. The second natural remedy that I use on my hair is aloe vera gel. Okay, now what you do with aloe vera, this is the aloe vera leaf. Okay, what you do is you cut all the thorns on the sides. Okay, after cutting you slice inside the aloe vera, and with a spoon, the tablespoon, you out the juice. And after scooping out the juice, you put it in a blender, and after blending you add in some warm water, just a little warm water, or warm the gel itself. Okay, hot on fire, when with some little water. When the water has boiled, dip your aloe vera in a separate container. Dip it in so it can get the heat, but not directly. Get the heat, and when it has melted, you apply it on your hair. Now, when applying aloe vera, kindly do it from the scalp to the hair strands, okay? Because aloe vera helps even our scalp, and it helps our hair strands. Do it generously, and you must do it after washing your hair clean. When you know you've planned to wash your hair, when your hair is clean, apply the aloe vera, and then do it generously so it can be soaked in your hair, because that's a moisturizer. Okay, and now let your hair dry. Right, yeah, it acts very well, and your hair gets very soft and bouncy. Okay, your hair feels revitalized. Okay, now going to my third natural remedy that I use on my hair, that is rosemary tea. Okay, now I have the rosemary with me. I have a very big bush around here. I planted it many years ago because we use it in our recipes. We use it almost even in bathing. I normally put it in my bathing water, and you feel like you feel very relieved. You feel, it's a very good feeling when you use rosemary on your bathing water. We were talking about hair. Now, with rosemary, what you do is, like now I have five branches. Are they five? Yeah, five. This one is enough for my hair. What I do is I wash the leaves, put them in a pot, and add a half cup of water. Okay. Now, I let the water boil in medium heat for 15 minutes, and then I sieve the water. Okay. Now, when the water has cooled, you pour it in your spray bottle, and after pouring it in your spray bottle, what you do is you spray the juice on your scalp, from your scalp to the hair strands, because what rosemary does to your hair, it strengthens your hair, like from the roots. You have to put it on your scalp because it is of very great benefit to your hair. Okay. Now, after applying the tea, you will not shampoo your hair. But if you feel that you're a little uncomfortable with the smell, you can rinse your hair. Okay, rinse your hair, but don't use a shampoo because we want the rosemary to remain in our hair. Okay, yeah, that one works wonders. Okay, the third remedy, natural remedy that I use on my hair is natural honey and aloe vera treatment. Now, honey is another miracle to our hair. Okay, we use honey like everywhere, every part of our body. We use honey, even applying on our skin. But on hair, it does wonders. Now, after washing your hair clean, what you do is you get natural honey, okay, and put it in a pot, right? Okay, what you do is you measure the honey depending on your hair size. Okay, if your hair is voluminous and long, you can add more honey. But for me, I normally use 1 spoon. Okay, now after putting the 1 spoon on one cup, and then you get the aloe vera juice after preparing it and blending it and then warming it so that it can it cannot, when aloe vera has been extracted from the leaf, it tends to be very thick. Okay, now when you warm it, it dilutes a little bit. Okay, now when you mix it with your honey, what you do is you mix the paste together, you mix it so that it can cooperate very well, and then apply it on your hair. Now, my brothers and sisters, how you apply this treatment is you start from the scalp, from the roots to the hair strands. Okay, do it generously, massaging your scalp just a little bit on your scalp. Okay, now after applying the treatment, you put on a cap. Okay, after putting on a cap, you let it sit for 30 minutes. That one does not inch. It has no any problem with your scalp. Okay, when you apply it, you put on a cap. And some prefer to sit on a hair dryer, but okay, for me, I normally put the cap and then cover my head with a cotton, scarf, and stay outside because it's warm. When it's warm, and even when you're in the house, it will be okay because your scalp will be, because of the polythene, your scalp will absorb the treatment. Okay, now after doing that, after staying for 30 minutes, what you do is you wash your hair, and this time you shampoo your hair, especially with the ladies and brothers who have micro locks, the traditional locks, okay, and the sister locks. What you do is you wash your hair and you use a shampoo, a gentle shampoo, of course. Now, after washing your hair, you moisturize your hair. Okay, you can moisturize your hair with aloe vera itself alone. Okay, or you can moisturize your hair with any natural oil, right? Yeah, it works very. I made another video about the onion juice, and my audience was asking me how I deal with the smell. Okay, now with that smell, I have the oil that I use on my hair, natural oil. It's a combination of coconut oil, it's a sunflower oil, it has jojoba oil, right? Yeah, it has rosemary oil, okay? That is the oil I use on my scalp. After washing off the onion juice, I apply the oil. Now, last time I told you that I have recovered, but I'm still working on my immune boosting because I've been having some colds every now and then. I've been, okay, there was a time like 3 weeks ago, chickenpox outbreak around here, and it hit me. But I thank God, the only spot I had was one here and one here. Okay, the others were in my body. But now I'm working on my immune boosting. Okay, what I'm taking right now, I am taking turmeric, milk, and black pepper. Okay, I am mixing turmeric, milk, and black pepper. How do I prepare it? I boil the milk. When it's hot, you put in a quarter spoon, or a quarter, or rather a pinch of black pepper. Okay, after the pinch of black pepper, you add in the turmeric. Turmeric, I normally put a half spoon because I love turmeric. You know, turmeric has so many benefits to our body. Okay, yeah, it has an anti-inflammatory, it rejuvenates our skin, it fights, you know, some sicknesses in our body. It is also good with the people who had some, you know, some experience with something to do with cancer or some of those diseases. Okay, now turmeric is very good. So what I'm doing right now, I'm taking the milk any other time, but I prefer taking it in the evening before bed, before going to bed. And you know, when you add black pepper, before I forgot, when you add black pepper on hot milk, it gets effective. Okay, now you add black pepper and milk, and then when you stir, when the milk is hot still, you add the turmeric and then stir. Then you can drink it that way or let it cool. Okay, whichever way you prefer, right? And it smells amazing, it tastes amazing, and I love it because I've been feeling some changes in my body, and I am feeling, you know, like I have some strength. I'm feeling something is happening in my body. Okay, and even my skin was not this way. It was very rough and pale, but now I thank God because everything is coming back to normal. You know, the Bible talks about getting back your blessings, everything that you lost, getting it back. Okay, now that is what is happening to us. Now I want to talk to you, my audience, or my subscriber, or my friend, or my family, my brother, my sister, right? I'm talking to you right now because I know you must have met someone who is experiencing hair loss. Okay, maybe you're going through it yourself, right? Maybe you know someone who is going through the challenges that I've talked about in my video. Okay, because my hair loss, for those who don't know, was caused by the sickness I had. I had issues with my the fibroids I had in my uterus, and after the biopsy they said that they they had some cells, some, you know, cancer cells, right? And after that they decided that the only option was to remove the uterus, and now that surgery, the hysterectomy, was done, and I was left without the uterus but healthy. Okay, I thank God. So through that period, I was anemic. I had very many issues with my blood level, and that is what caused my hair loss. Okay, I have bald patches, but they are all regrown now. You can't see them. I had lost my hair in my hairline and all that. Now, if you've gone through all that, please subscribe, okay, so that we can learn more together. Share this video with a friend who is struggling with all that. Okay, share with any natural lover, because that is all we talk about in this channel. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for coming back to watch my videos, and continue subscribing, continue talking to me in the comment section. I'm waiting to hear from you. You know, I love chatting with you guys because, you know, when I share, you help people and you get the help back. You know, what you give out, you receive, right? I love you all, and stay safe. Bye bye.